see? Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dane Bramage Rocks channel. I'm pretty excited about this one. So some of you have left a lot of comments on videos past, and especially more recently when I've been reacting to the Tommy J doing his covers for his songs, and said, hey, you have to react to this guy if you don't know who he is already. And to be honest, I know exactly who this guy is. I'm talking no other than Dan Vash. Dan Vash is another one of those singers on YouTube who does cover songs, but he is a phenomenal voice. And I've actually been following Dan, I'd have to say, for 6-7 years now. I don't remember. He's got over 900,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. He's going for 1 million. He's actually in a race for 1 million subscribers with another person that he's friends with that I also follow and know very well. But I think I subscribed to his channel somewhere before he even hit 100,000. And Dan became very big when he covered the song "Toss a Coin to Your Witcher" by Toss a Coin to Your Witcher by the video game The Witcher. The TV show, which was inspired by the video game. There, and once he hit that, he blew up. But he's been just doing cover songs ever since. He does phenomenal female covers. He loves power metal, as I do. So obviously Dan would fit in this channel very well with the songs and the music that I listen to and that you and I like here. So Dan Vash did a song recently called "The Number of the Beast." It's the most recent one. I have not heard yet, so that's why I've been waiting. Most of his other stuff I've already heard, so I at least want to give you guys a natural reaction to my buddy Dan. And what I love about Dan the most, he's a geek. He's a gamer. He's actually part of the Geeks and Gamers crew as well. But just like me, I also like playing video games, and I'm also nerding out about all that kind of stuff. So Dan is just a good soul. He hails out of Brazil, and I'm really excited to introduce you guys to him if you've not heard of him already. So after this, definitely go check out his channel and just pick a song that you know or like. I mean, he's covered Within Temptation. He's covered, obviously he's got Battle of the Beast here, so he's done like Iron Maiden. He's done Bon Jovi. He's done Evanescence. I mean, the list goes on and on and on of the bands that he covers that you and I both like. And I believe he follows and Tommy J follow each other there. So huge community with Dan Vash. I've been following this guy for a while, so I'm really excited to do this. Without further ado, let's listen to it. Dan Vash, Number of the Beast. Here we go. All right, so quick note, he actually did this song for like a Halloween special release, and I've already did my live Halloween special, and this came out afterwards, and then I did a Halloween special reaction, and didn't have time to get to this one when it came out, so I'm just going to hit it now. So Number of the Beast cover, Iron Maiden cover by Dan Vash. Here we go.
Woe to you, O earth and sea, for the devil sends the beast with wrath, because he knows the time is short. Let him who hath understanding reckon the number of the beast, for it is a human number. Its number is 666.
Happy belated Halloween.
I left alone. My mind was blank.
Okay, so one thing to note real quick. I'm sorry. Don't get mad. He has a guy who does a lot of his instruments for him. It says all instruments, but I thought he was just the guitar guy. But either way, Victor the Guitar Nerd. When you start digging into Dan Vash and a lot of his songs, you will see Victor the Guitar Nerd, who really only like records himself playing guitar from like his neck down. He's got very long hair, lean guy, 100 guitars surrounding him. You'll see when we get into it if it actually shows him. But I love Victor the Guitar Nerd. Really good friend of Dan Vash, who does a lot of the guitars for his covers here.
Time to think.
I'm waiting.
The memories from my mind.
Wait for him to get to that power.
What did I see? Can I believe?
Yes.
That what I saw that night was real and not just fantasy. Just what I saw.
There's Victor.
In my own dreams. Were they reflections of my one mind staring back at me? 'Cause in my dreams,
woo!
It's always there.
Yes, let's go, Dan.
Evil face that twists my mind and brings me to despair.
See?
Night was black, was no use holding back, 'cause I just had to see was someone watching me. In the mist, dark figures move and twist. Was all this for real, or just some kind of hell? 666, the number of the beast. Hell and fire was born to be released. Torches blazed and sacred chants were phrased, and they start to cry until to the sky. In the night, the fires are burning bright. The ritual has begun. Satan's work is done.
Do you hear just that? This is so he loves power metal. I think I've already said that. He just loves those songs that bring power and hits those high, just that power vocal that comes out. And Dan can emulate it perfectly. And this is where I fell in love with this guy, especially when he does like some of those Within Temptation covers and a bunch of the other bands, like I said, Evanescence, and he just covers it and just brings out this power voice. You can hear the vibrato, you can hear the grunginess, you can hear the scratchiness of his voice, you can hear the growls, all the things that he could just throw together. And actually, it looks like his studio looks pretty good. His studio's come along the way there, and I like his backdrop he has now with that little light and the smoke going in the background. So good upgrade, Dan. Right on, buddy.
666, the number of the beast. Sacrifice is going on tonight.
Oh, Victor. This can't go on. I must inform the law. Can this still be real, or just some crazy dream? But I feel drawn towards a chanting heart. Seem to mesmerize. Can I find the right? 666, the number of the beast. 666, the one for you and me. So you can still hear his accent slightly in the background. He is Brazilian, but I absolutely love it. I think his voice is phenomenal. He's got one of the best power voices out there. And people always ask, like, why does he just join a band? He likes doing this. And honestly, he's got like a good side gig going on with him playing video games as well, like live streaming with. I'll get into that later. Anyway, so during the wrap up, let's just finish the song Dan singing here for us. Iron Maiden cover, not his first Iron Maiden cover, by the way.
666, the one for you and me.
I just noticed Victor
I'm coming back.
has a poster of Iron Maiden in the back.
I will return, and I'll possess your body, and I'll make you burn. I have the fire, I have the force, I have the power to make my evil take its course.
Do it. I want to hear it. Here it comes. Nice. I actually thought I was going to hear that last like rah scream. I can't sing. I'm no damn bash. There. Oh yeah. See, he did Amazing Grace. He did. Oh God, I can't even say that person's name. Ades Fidelis. He does some phenomenal covers, and he's such a presence. That's what I love about him. He's got that power presence in the camera. He's really good behind the camera there, and that's Dan. That's Dan Vash for you, and it only gets better from there, and I promise you that. All right, stick around for a few minutes. I'll introduce you more to who Dan Vash is, and we'll do the wrap up. All right, everybody, welcome back. Once again, that was Dan Vash covering Number of the Beast by Iron Maiden. And like I said, Dan is a YouTube singer. Actually, let me bring over here to his webpage. This is his bio, straight from his webpage. It really gives you the whole history of where music began for him, how he came along, the bands he's been a part of, the projects he's been a part of. And it was right around October of 2017 when he started his YouTube channel, just getting frustrated with, you know, the multiple record companies, and he was also grieved by his father's death, that he decided to get away from the record business, the recording business, the bands, the projects, and just do his own channel and cover his own songs. And started performing. He had about 4,000 subscribers before he started doing like weekly song covers, showing off his vocals, you know, his vocal range and performances. And he started gaining steam on the YouTube channel, and like he really gained a lot of steam when he did Toss a Coin to Your Witcher from the TV show The Witcher. And he's done a lot of other covers from other movies and TV shows, and obviously bands and stuff like that. But what I love about Dan more recently is I had two My Worlds collide, because I follow the Geeks and Gamers channel. I follow Nerdrotics channel from Gary. And then all of a sudden, Dan just started appearing on their shows and on their channel. And then eventually, about 2 years ago, Dan wrote the song to the web show Friday Night Tights. From Gary from Nerdrotic, and featuring, you know, guests from the Geeks and Gamers crew. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's okay. If you follow Dan, you will, or if you already follow Dan now, then you do know, absolutely. So I thought that was super cool, because those were two different people on YouTube that I absolutely follow, and then somehow they found each other and the worlds collided. So you'll see Dan appear on the Friday Night Tights YouTube web series on Fridays every now and again there, and super cool dude. But look at some of the bands that Dan has covered. We obviously just heard Number of the Beast. So he's done Iron Maiden, he's covered Halloween, he's covered Belinda Carlisle, excuse me. He's done some of the Witcher covers. He's done, he did like, on Christmas, he did Angels We Have Heard on High. So he does some Christmas covers as well. And I'll Make a Man Out of You from Mulan. He's done Rat covers, and he's done Sabaton covers, and a bunch of others. I can go through this library for days, but I encourage you to go check out his channel and see all the things Dan Vash has done. For me, there will be more. I will dig into some of my favorite songs down the line here that are from him. And anytime he comes out with anything new, you know I'll be reacting to this channel. But everybody, that was Dan Vash. If this is your first time hearing Dan Vash, awesome. Dig around his library. If you're the first time at this channel because of Dan Vash, number one, welcome. Number two, dig around. I do have a couple other independent singers that I do follow. Tommy J is the more recent one that I've been reacting to, his song covers as well. And if you like what you see in this channel, do me a huge favor. Hit the subscribe button. I need everybody watching. Please hit that like button. Ring that little bell for notifications if you're a new subscriber, so you'll be knowing when new songs come out from me. I have a support system as well, or some socials you can follow me on. Anything you see above my head right here, I'll leave links for down there, so you can follow me in any of these socials or support the channel through any of these up here that you see. Again, links are down there in the About Me section on my page. All right, everybody, time for the comments. What do you think of Dan Vash? Whether you've heard him before or not, what do you think of his song cover? And I encourage you to go check out some of the other song covers from his channel, and really get to discover him more. And what do you think about that reaction? Leave me the comments below. You know I read them. You know I respond to as many as I can. There, as I always, appreciate the support. All right, everybody, thank you so much for checking out that video. I appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And of course, and until next time, keep on rocking.